just want to make a clarification real quick. I know it's not a Monday, and I know in every single video I say, new video next Monday. I messed up. But honestly, if you came to my channel on Monday and you saw I didn't post a video and you're not following me on Snapchat or Twitter, that's kinda your fault, because I did mention on there that I wasn't gonna be able to post a video that day. It's because I want to make my videos the best that I can make them. I don't want to rush a video and post it on Monday if I can post it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday and make it like 10 times better. And now I am happy, so just letting you guys know, if you don't follow me on there, boom, just, you know, do that. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about how to get over an ex. Because first of all, really, you're trying to get over an ex? Like, that's your biggest problem right now? Look, I'm gonna let you know, you could not be in better hands, okay? I got you. Because I think everyone's had at least like one breakup in the past where they were just so into the person and they just felt like they would never fully emotionally get over them. And everyone who's experienced this in the past is probably laughing right now because you know it's true, you know you're related to it, and eventually you get over them. It happens eventually. But seriously, there are certain like psychological things that you can do just like to kind of help your brain just like get past it. So if you're excited that I'm doing this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up down below. You don't have to, but I really do appreciate when you guys do. If we can shoot for like 5,000 thumbs up, I'd be cool with that because this video's probably been requested 5,000 times. But anyway, with that being said, let me break down like basically the steps on how to get over someone. It kind of goes back to that phrase about how out of sight, out of mind. It definitely has a little bit of truth to it. So if you're following them on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, if you have them on anything like that, just remove them. And if you feel like you would cause drama to remove them from all these social media sites, I would recommend you just tell them real quick up front, like just be direct and just be like, hey, so I'm gonna remove you from like social media just for a little while so I can get over you a little bit quicker, and then that way we can like be friends afterwards. Are you really gonna be friends with them afterwards? Hell no, probably not, but you just tell them that way it doesn't cause the drama, it makes it seem like you're doing it for them, and you know, it definitely calms the seas a little bit. So now that you did step one, step two is basically just like giving yourself a couple days to have, I don't know what's like an emotional flu. I don't know what you would call that. We'll call it an emotional flu, because basically you're just gonna go, you're gonna sit in your bedroom, you're gonna cry, you're gonna watch Netflix, you're gonna post angry Taylor Swift lyrics on Twitter, do whatever you gotta do, but just really embrace that feeling of like sadness and depression. Give yourself like 48 hours to really feel the emotion, but like after that, that's it. And the reason you're doing this is because a lot of times after someone is like out of a relationship, they'll be like super sad, but they won't experience the emotion. They'll try and like suppress it, and when they suppress it, it just lasts that much longer. So instead of doing that, give yourself 48 hours and completely immerse yourself in the emotion. But then after that, you're done, and then you go on to step 3, which is just go out and do stuff. That sounds really general, because it is, because all you want to do is get out of the house and do physical activities. If I was going to recommend something, do something that you couldn't do while you were in the relationship. That's always a good place to start, because it kind of puts you in that mentality where it's like, hell yeah, I can do what I want, what's good, and that's very important. But yeah, another thing you can do is basically do anything that like relieves stress. If you can't think of anything that would relieve stress for you, I highly recommend Google. Really great tool. One thing that I do is I just go to the gym. I like having a gym that I can go to because A, it does relieve stress, and B, it makes me sexy, so I'm all about that. Another thing you could do, I don't know if this is a good tip for everyone, it's just, if we're being real, some people this is a good tip for, others it's not. But if you get Tinder, like last weekend I literally met someone off Tinder and I went to like a bunch of parties with them at like some college campus. Like, it was awesome. That being said, Tinder is definitely a different experience for guys versus girls, so you know, do that at your own risk. Really, half the goal here is just to find things that are fun, that are new, and that can like kind of distract you. Another thing you could do is, you know, find a new YouTuber who you fall in love with and watch all of their videos. If this is your first time ever watching one of my videos and you don't hate my face, I'm not saying it should be me. I'm just saying, feel free to subscribe because I make videos like this all the time. But yeah, those are 3 like pretty simple steps to get over someone. It sounds like it doesn't do much, but like what it does into your brain, like brains, the thing about your brain is that it's like, it's so smart, but at the same time it's so stupid, because like if you physically do activities, your brain just like decides to be happier, right? Like, because of like dopamine, like all this nerdy science stuff that I don't understand. And just a reminder, in case you're like still in that like mental state where you think you can never get over your ex for some reason, odds are I'm gonna guess you're a little bit younger. I'm gonna guess you're like under the age of like 21. Which if you are, that's completely normal. That's like what you're supposed to expect. But I just want you to like, I'm gonna try and like tackle this from like a logical perspective. Try and compare the amount of people that you've met in the world versus like how many people you haven't met. We'll say you've met like 1,000 people or we'll say 10,000 people that you've met in your entire life versus like the other 7 billion that you have not met. So you're gonna tell me this one person that you had a thing for who doesn't even realize how fucking awesome that you are and how lucky they were to have you is the one. Like that's what you're trying to tell me right now. Yeah, bullshit. I know emotion is way more persuasive than logic, but I'm telling you from a very level-headed logical perspective, you're gonna get through it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you will. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you like this advice. I hope you like this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up down below. If you're a busy person but you have a little bit of time to kill right now, feel free to check out that video right there. And also, I am curious, what do you guys do when you try and get over someone after a relationship ends? Leave your answers in the comment section down below. And guys, that is really all I've got to say on it, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next Monday. Peace.